trying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ivy. Too much.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem.
And when they dropping off all that drip for free, you know you got power. They try to throw the whole bag at me. Oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. Okay, I got power. I said, put in the hours.
Look at you, face down on the floor. I told you, you don't have it. Power.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Prime time is out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Dallas, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Maxi Kleber is out there with Green, and it's Lively in at center. And as we're into the middle of the season now, GA, how much of a rhythm are teams in for their day-to-day activity?
I mean, most teams should have found their flow by now, and they know their rotations and guys are in the groove of the season. I mean, that's not the case for every team, unfortunately.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. And the call will be against Primetime. That is his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Kleber against Towns. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Now the Timberwolves with it. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Here's Doncic. For 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
Here's Irving following the 3 by Minnesota. And part of the show tonight, Doris, Kyrie Irving's phenomenal handle.
Hey, Kevin, if you ask any NBA player who their favorite to watch is, many will come up with the name Kyrie Irving. It's the ability to have that elite handle, the footwork, the creativity, the ability to shoot a jumper, the pull-up, the lay-in. This guy is absolutely amazing.
And he knocks down the first one.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Pass to Lively. Doncic outside. And the call will be against Primetime. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Primetime. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Doncic with the bucket.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Here's Walker. A kick out to Towns. Walker the pass to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Irving looking for an opening. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 5.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the 3.
Pass to Towns. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Nobody near Irving. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
From 13, again, Irving missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point lead. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert finds Walker. The kick out to Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Irving for 3. No good that time. Great D that time from Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Kleber. Scoreless thus far. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best 3-point shooters in the game.
Doncic against Walker. From the arc. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta. McDaniels got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
The pass to Kleber. The 3 for Doncic. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Kemba Walker picks one up. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Irving from long range. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Towns the screen. Here's prime time. He's guarded by Williams. And it's prime time missing. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Feeds it to Williams. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Here's prime time, driving inside.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Wasted no time on that one. That's now 8 points for Luka Doncic.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's prime time. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trail by 3. Passes it to Williams. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Green, and it's Hardy in for Irving. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels, and Walker subbed in for Edwards.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Prime time's shot is good.
Well, we've known for a long time Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
Doncic, sweet little floater. Doncic has got 10 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's blocked.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
And that one drops. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's prime time. Towns a screen on Doncic from past the arc. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Hardaway in the front court, along with Williams. Hardy is out there with Irving, and it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Towns with the bucket.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013, probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Locked up there for Powell. It's stolen by Gobert. On up the court. Here's prime time, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The 2 biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
Hardaway. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Towns, a screen on Irving. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to prime time. Gobert with a screen on Irving. Shot clock at 5. Prime time, the pass to Towns. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Walker comes in for prime time. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Powell and the rejection by Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on Hardy.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
That free throw, no good. So much fun in it, Doris, to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
And he nails the third.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Hardy. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's prime time. Oh, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports, with a young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
Yeah, looks, DA, like a win-win. And we thank you for your report. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Irving for three. Rebound, Minnesota.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Primetime. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Luka Doncic. Averaging 29 points per game, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 17. Looking to end the run. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
And it's prime time missing. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
On the wing, Hardaway. Edwards defending. Here's Doncic, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, this guy is so effective with the pump fake. Luka Doncic gets the defender off his feet. Beautiful.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Minnesota. And he can't hit the second.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Mavericks trail by 17. Pass to Lively. Doncic with it. Doncic going to work.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Towns, a screen on Doncic. McLaughlin, the pass to Edwards. And it's off from 3-point range. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got 5 points now this quarter. So it's Minnesota now, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Kleber following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Doncic. Misses, and he wants that one back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closer. Misses the 3.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Towns for three. Hits it from three-point range. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Doncic against Edwards. Hardaway from outside, and the three ball is good. 8 points for him.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Towns for three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Now here's Hardaway. 8 points for him. The three for Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Doncic has got 19 points.
Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Towns with the bucket.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Doncic. Lively the pass to Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Doncic with the bucket. 21 points in the game.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Towns in the corner. This one for three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest. And Kenny, what was your experience like competing in the three-point contest back in 1993?
Oh, it was great. Between that and doing the dunk contest, too, an amazing experience there.
You're lying, Kenny. No way you could dunk.
Come on, look it up, Shaq.
The video doesn't lie, Shaq. And fellas, looking now at the first half of play, ground to make up a major deficit for the Mavericks.
They can't stop anything down low. Playing soft. S-O-F, capital T. Softer than Egyptian cotton, softer than a bag of marshmallows. S-O-F, capital T.
Big fella, that is soft. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from primetime.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the wings set for them, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for them. And it's prime time and at the one spot. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 17-point game. Outside, Green, and it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Timberwolves on defense. 17-point lead, their biggest. The three for Doncic.
I have great admiration for how hard Rudy Gobert plays on the defensive end. Even when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them with his presence.
And it's prime time missing.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Three-pointer. Doncic, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
For three, Edwards drops in the tray. Edwards got 10 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Sinks the triple.
Well, what do? If you play up on Kyrie, he'll go by. If you back off him, he'll pull up. Pick your poison. Doesn't matter.
Towns the screen. Here's prime time. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Dallas calls timeout.
Charge to Dallas.
Start it.
Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Timberwolves, number one.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
Here's prime time. He's got 25. Towns in the corner. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 7, Kemba Walker.
Here's Doncic. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And here's Walker outside. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Towns. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 24 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Prime time's checked in for Walker.
Number 24. Ryan, number 24.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Doncic. Here's prime time, guarded by Doncic.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. No good, unable to end this run.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's prime time. Puts up a three. And Lively pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Kleber, and it's blocked. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has relaxed the rules that prohibited scouting high school games. With some one-and-done players sitting out their lone college season or getting hurt, the teams needed the chance to scout them even earlier. Also, with these new pro youth leagues where NBA scouting is permitted, the sense was there was an inconsistency that needed to be remedied. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. DA, thanks.
Let's hear it for your
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Irving passes to Lively. Back to Irving. Now Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Drills it from outside.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
To the inside, Lively, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. The shot's good. 34 points for prime time.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Doncic kicks to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. And the dunk by Doncic.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Towns, no luck. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks.
2 minutes.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Irving. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Brown, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Walker's subbed in for Edwards. Now here's Hardaway. 8 points for him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Here's primetime, guarded by Doncic. Here's primetime, gets the three-pointer to fall. Primetime's got 16 points here in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
There's the drive. Now the pass to Brown. Here's primetime. Fires for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Williams sets a screen for Hardaway. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that stalled.
Oh,
yes.
Goodness. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Passes it to Lively. Reid with the block. And they'll keep possession. Lively's shot is off. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hardaway in the front court along with Williams. Kyrie Irving is out there with Hardy. And it's Kleber in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the Timberwolves with possession here. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Jacks up a 3. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Primetime. Down low. Here's Towns. There's the dish to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Out left to the wing. And Irving comes to help. McDaniels in the post. Just 4 to shoot. Drills the three-pointer. Primetime's got 53.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Outside Williams. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
Now here's Gobert to the left side wing. Primetime, the pass to Towns. To the wing on the left. Primetime. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Irving. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Thursday, they'll host the New York Knicks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Green, he's checked in for Dallas. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Morris checked in for McDaniels. And Walker subbed in for Edwards.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
13 feet away. And it's Primetime missing. And here's Green, he'll bring it up for Dallas. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Primetime. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and the call will be against Primetime. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Substitution on the court.
Irving against Edwards. Kleber with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Doncic has got 30 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 64 points for Primetime.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. Prime time, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Walker's checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Took him no time at all on that one.
How poised is Kemba Walker? This guy shooting from beyond the arc is so impressive.
There's the pass to Lively. Outside Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got 8 here in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
And Walker kicks to McDaniels. No good from outside. For Dallas, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Hardaway, no good. Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and he hits the jump shot.
This guy is such a natural scorer. Kemba Walker can get it done in any number of ways.
Doncic, no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And here's Walker outside. And Lively pulls it down. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Dallas shooting at 42% in this final quarter. On the wing, Irving. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists now tonight.
That is pure from Kyrie. Fantastic working off the catch.
Now here's Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for prime time.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Minnesota making a switch. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Shake Milton in for Edwards. And here's Walker. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Now Milton, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Walker the pass to Milton. Fires the 3. Walker's shot is off. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Walker against Irving. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd team foul. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 4, Wendell Moore.
Outside Irving. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Prime Time.
I don't trust a with a brag coach. She gon' touch ice while I slow. Ski Westlake game 2 stick one once a week.
Oh shit. $250,000 on one stage. $250,000. Wanna come and switch my place. White man in my pocket, no race. Shawty is a fan with a little bitty waist. Bought a new verse, somebody come race. Can't feel my face. They don't wanna work these lazy.
They just wanna surf fight with a